Hi Christie, this is your workout video. I hope things are working out well for you in regards to the eating pattern I sent you. I know that you're feeling a lot stronger. We're going to have to adjust that pretty soon. There's some things I want to take away from that. Some of your fruits, you notice the baby carrots, those things are really high in sugar. So I just wanted you to get started. So I appreciate you sending me the information you did so far. So we're going to get right into the workout program. The first thing I want you to do is get any type of base of support. So right now I'm using a free motion machine. What I'd like you to do, I know you're a runner, I know you warm up. I'd like you to do a little different type of warm up, more dynamic warm up, where you're just going to start swinging your leg like this. Okay, you can do this in the gym, everybody's going to be looking at you. What is she doing? Okay, back and forth like this, maybe 30 repetitions. Your leg is just a pendulum, just let it hang, let it swing naturally. Okay, brace yourself. 2 contact points, my hand is here, my foot is here. And I just want to loosen up this hip joint. Both sides. Okay, just swing back and forth. The key here, Christie, is not to lean forward and don't rock with the motion. Just let the hip joint, the ball and socket of the hip joint move and articulate freely. Okay, so let's just say you did 2 or 3 sets on each side. The next thing I want you to do, again, any brace, any support, I want you to do a side transition or a rotation. So you're here, and you just let your legs swing naturally. Okay, if you notice, I am right now working my left leg. You see this right leg in motion. However, I'm taking this ball and socket joint and I'm rotating it. Okay, rotating it. Okay, now don't force this. Just move freely. This is the best kind of warm-up you can do for your lower extremity. Both sides, back and forth. You'll notice your inner core temperature increasing. Let's get ready for the next move. Okay, if you have any tubing at all, I'd like you to carry it with you to the gym. All right, and just bring it with you. They might have it, but sometimes the facility doesn't let you use it. But the bottom line is you're going to put it on the ground. This is all part of the warm-up. We're activating certain aspects of the gluteal area to get you stronger and function more properly during your lower extremity workout, because on Mondays, you're going to do lower extremity. That's the first part of your workout. I'm going to take the arch of my foot and I'm going to put it on each side of this tube, equally distributed. I'm going to take the tube and I'm going to cross it to the opposite side. Okay, now, the last thing you want to do is pull on these tubes. Right now, I'm experiencing tension and tightness in the upper levator area, upper trapezius. I don't want to hold this like this. I want to, if I have pockets, I'm going to put my thumbs in my pockets. You probably won't have pockets when you're training, so you're going to literally shove your fist into the crease of that hip. So here's the side position. Okay, it's almost like a ready position if I'm going to play tennis or I'm going to address the ball in golf. Okay, so you're shoving it in the sides here, and what you're going to do is walk slowly, side to side. As you notice, I'm not rocking and I'm not dragging my feet. This is called a kinetic chain tube walk. My feet are straight out in front of me. If you notice my shoulders, they're not bouncing. I'm not swaying. Right now I'm feeling this all on the outside of my hips, not the outer thigh. There is no outer thigh in the human body. We're just putting emphasis or stimulus in the glute area. You're going to drop that. Go into your first exercise. There's going to be a bench somewhere near you. I'm going to get this from the side. You're going to sit down on the bench. Maneuver your body so that you have head and shoulder blade support. Your arms, your feet are directly under your knees. Your knees are about 3 to 4 inches apart. You're going to drop. Notice my head goes along for the ride, comes back up. Okay, this is called the hip thrust. This is done right after the tube walk. I want you to do 3 sets of 20. I'm putting and distributing weight, force, load through my ankles, not my heels. I'm lifting my toes slightly. all the way to that upright position, hold. To get out of here safely, shift, 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 turn, and just get up. You can do 3 sets of 20 there. Christie, I'm in my strong position. If you look at my feet, just to give you a guide, I'm in my squat stance, okay? Squats don't have to be wide. There's no such thing as an inner outer thigh. Okay, so we just want to be directly, I'm a little bit wider than my shoulder girdle. Okay, you know what a basic squat is. What I'm really concerned with, I don't have shorts on, it's that time of season, it's extremely cold here in Connecticut. So I want to make sure when you do squat that your knees, the center of your knee is on the inside of your big toe. Okay, so we're trying to stay away from any buckle or sways. Okay, so that's something that you're going to have your own kinesthetic awareness. But your next exercise right out of the gate, remember I did the kinetic chain tube walk. Literally right into the hip thrust. I'm coming here in the squat position and I want to do 10 squats, and you don't have to go deep and you have no weight in your hands. I just basically want you to come down here in this position, keeping your sternum high, lead with your chest. Slow, lead with your chest. I'm going to turn to the side for a minute. I want you to look what I do with my hips. Everybody makes this mistake. When you squat, you don't come down here. Look at my knees. Watch the difference. I do not want you to see this. I want to see this. I initiate the squat with my hip complex. Okay? Back with the hip complex. Forward flex, sternum high. 10 repetitions here. After you hit 10, you're going to do 20 more reps. Yeah, I think I said 20. 20 more reps, but here's what you're going to do. You're going to transition into a small hop where you come together here, go back to your squat position here, and squat. Just like this. All right? 20 reps. Okay? 10 reps, basic squat. Transition, literally 20 more, right into your basic squat position. Okay, Christie, I am standing with my feet about 2 inches apart from this yellow line, just to give you an indication of where I am. I just got done with the regular squats into the jump complex squat, 20 reps. I literally, now this is a circuit training program. This is based on your goal. Okay, there is no rest. I'm literally just going to step back into a lunge position. Okay, this back foot is nothing more than a kickstand. It's going to stabilize and balance me. Don't think about the back leg. We're doing a single leg squat, you call it a lunge. We're never going to step forward in a lunge. I'm not going to get into that. Maybe you saw some of the videos. Always step back into a lunge. Come down, water still runs down your thigh here, and you step up, toe tap. The toe tap is just stability. There's nothing going on here. Everything's on the left side. So you're going to step back, step forward, step back, step forward. You're going to do 10 repetitions on each side. Switch, 10 repetitions on each side. On your 10th rep on the third side, your third set, you're going to have a pair of dumbbells sitting next to you. You're going to pick both of them up. And you're going to do 2 more sets of 10 with the dumbbells on each side. So there's my 10 on this side and my 10 on that side. Okay? And then relax. I just put down the dumbbells from the step back lunge. Remember, 3 sets on each side, 10 reps. On your 10th rep on that third set, or that 6th set, because 3 on each side, you're picking up another set of dumbbells and you're actually going into 2 more sets on each side of 10. You're immediately going to be near a bench again. Okay, plenty of flat benches. Even if you have to run to the other section of the gym, you're going to get down on the ground. Yeah, I know. You're doing things so differently. On the ground with your heels about 4 inches apart. I want a slight bend in the knee here. And what I want you to do is use your arms as a base of support. Stay down. Okay? I want you to get more emphasis in this region, so I don't want you to have your arms up, which would be more for stability. You're going to just lift, hip up. You're going to lift 1 foot, 1 inch, hold, 5 seconds. Drop it, 5 seconds. The key to this exercise is do not drop your hips. Keep those hips up. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. You're going to do 10 on each side. 5 seconds. Right now that's 5, 5, 6, 6. When you hit 10, 10, 10 repetitions. 1. Dig your heels in. 2, 3, 4. Dig your heels in. 5. All the way to 10. Turn to the side. Roll. and come on up. The exercise you just saw on the ground, 3 sets. You're down on the ground, one heel up 5 seconds, the next heel up 5 seconds. That is one set, let's say. You're doing 10 sets of that. Okay, so it's up, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, all the way to 10, 10. When I hit 10, 10, both heels down, press into the bench, lift the hips 10 times. Rest. 30 seconds, maybe. 15 seconds, maybe. Do that 3 separate times. As soon as you're done with that, you have 2 options. We're going to do tension under time. We went into hip extension concentrically. What we're going to do now is we're going to reset and put some stimulus in the rectus abdominis area. Don't think core, just think abdomen. Two options. I'm going to show you the beginner and the advanced. I know you're advanced, so you can do the advanced. Here's the beginner. I get on a bench. My feet are flat. Look at my shoulder blades hanging off. How far can I go back? Keeping this level of tension, I cannot drop. I don't want my head to fall back. There's a tennis ball under my chin. I'm holding it. My abdomen is contracted. Full contraction. Look, I'm trying to clap my hands together. I'm not going to sit up. I'm just holding a level of tension. So how far can I go back and hold that level of tension? Once I'm there, palms up, and I'm just going to do a very slow march with my feet. I'm never letting this go. Never letting this go. I do not want to open. Keep breathing. I do not want to open. I'm trying my best to keep this as tight as possible with no movement as I move my feet up and down. Do not move the rib cage. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Okay, last repetition, use your momentum to get yourself up. Second option. You could sit on the bench and have less base of support. Okay? We call this the dead bug. You're here. You have to find your center. And you have to balance on the bench and hold that same exact level of tension. Exactly. Hands. Hold. And that's it. I am trying my best to keep this as short as possible and hold. Whatever option you want, roll, roll. Whatever option you want, you're going to end up with one set, 15 repetitions of the hip thrust. To offset the spinal flexion, we're going into extension. 15 repetitions, hold, rock, turn, and you're up. Okay, Christie, now we're going to transition into some of the back movements you're going to do in the gym. Look, there's always a cable machine. So this is a free motion machine. You've seen this in a lot of the videos. If you have anything like this, that's great. You got 2 pulleys on each side, or just use your basic cable machine, something with a high pulley. Maybe you have a Life Fitness machine where the pulleys slide up and down. The bottom line is put the pulley all the way up. Now, I have 2 ropes. You've seen these ropes in the gym. Okay, there's a single rope. I just put 2 together. Okay, so you're going to have to find 2 ropes and just put them together on the hook. If you can't do that, if they don't have 2 ropes that you could put together, because one is not efficient or optimal, just take any straight bar, and it could be a lat pull bar, anything. Okay, just something at least this wide. Okay, because I'm going to show you 2 variations. The first variation will be the straight bar. What you're going to do is put on an appropriate weight. That's something that you're going to have to figure out yourself so you don't strain too much. But the bottom line is, here's your stance. Look how far I am from the pulley. Okay, I need that type of an angle. Okay, what you're going to do is your water is running down my arms right now. I don't want to bring my arms too high. I'm going to drive this bar down towards me, holding an athletic posture, nothing moves, all the way into my thighs. Okay, now what I'm doing, the sensation I'm getting is I'm driving this down into the ground, half circle. So basically I'm doing a cutout right here, a cutout. I'm pushing into it. I'm not just pulling this down, I'm driving my arms out and down. And if you're doing this correctly, you're going to feel this in your latissimus, right under your armpit. You're also going to feel this in your tricep because the tricep extends the shoulder joint. Okay, this is called a straight arm pull. You're going to do 3 sets of 12 repetitions. okay, with virtually no rest in between. So once I do 12 here, if you have the ability to do the rope and the bar, I'm going to say go back and forth nonstop. Let's look how the rope is. The rope is a little different now because it's going to free up my ability, mechanical ability, to retract my shoulder blades. Watch what I do. Okay, I grab the rope. I drive my arms down slowly. I'm pushing into the ground, depressing my shoulder blade. Once I reach my hips like this, Christy, I have the ability to drive my shoulder blades back. Okay? This is incorrect. This is correct. Drive your shoulder blades back. Drive your shoulder blades back. And you only could drive your shoulder blades back from this point back. Back. So it looks like this. Now, if you have the availability to use the rope, here's what I want you to do. I want you to do 3 sets here, or I want you to do back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter. You're doing 3 sets of 12. If you can use the rope, here's what I'd like you to do. You're going to transition out of what I told you and do this. Squat position. Arms straight. Go into your squat. Quarter squat. Look at my positioning. I didn't let my arms come up. I'm still here. Look. Nothing's changed in the shoulder joint. I go down, the weights go down with me. As I stand, drive it back. Don't lean. Drive it back. This is called a squat pull. Shoulder blades back. Squat. Pull. Squat. Pull. Squat. Pull. 3 to 4 sets of 12. Okay, coming from the pulley. Any pulley at all. I have it mid, pulley. Same free motion machine. Any kind of cable machine, put the pulley halfway. You're standing in front of the pulley. Doesn't matter where you go, Christy. Doesn't matter where you go in the facility. The pulley's going to go with you. Watch the mechanics here. I'm not going to let this load pull my shoulder joint forward. I'm going to keep it neutral. I'm going to initiate this pull with my shoulder blade. Look at that. Shoulder blade. Shoulder blade followed by the elbow. See this 90-degree bend? If I do this, that's incorrect. If I do this, it's incorrect. You're going to compensate. You might have some muscular imbalances where you'll see people doing a row and you'll see the shoulder elevate. If the shoulder elevates, you know that you're adding muscles in positions or motions in positions that are not equating to the goal. So you want to make sure that you keep your shoulder blades depressed as you draw the shoulder blade back, followed by the elbow. The hand is a gripping device. It goes along for the ride. If you pull with your hand, you're going to flex your wrist. I don't want you to flex your wrist. Shoulder blade, elbow. So there it is. Make it look smooth and rhythmic. Both sides. Look at the load line. The load line here, if I had a Sharpie and I did a straight line, that load line is in line with my bottom forearm. I'm pulling and driving with my shoulder. Here's the exercise. Quarter squat, pull, pull. 12 reps, other side, non-stop, 12 reps. Other side, 12 reps. Other side, 4 times. 4 times. This is your back workout. Okay, we did a leg transition. Now we're going into back. This is a separate workout. This is a separate day. Okay, you can incorporate other small parts. I'll show you and tell you how to put these body parts together, but everything is related to back right now. 4 sets, 12 reps on each side, non-stop. Squat, pull, 12 on the right, 12 on the left, etc., etc. When you're done, you're going to take this same apparatus to a high pulley. High pulley. You're going to do the same exact thing. We're going vertical. Get this as high as you can. We're going vertical. Get as close to the machine as you can because I want you to be vertical. Okay, staggered stance, nice strong stance. Instead of the retraction of the shoulder blade followed by the elbow, we're going to depress the shoulder blade followed by the elbow. And we're going to end up, here's your anatomical chart, we're going to end up in this position. Right here. press by the elbow. This arm is part of the cable. This is incorrect. See the arm angle? See the cable angle? Watch how they match up. Okay, that's correct. 12 reps, switch. 12 reps. Okay, I'm a little too fast, I'm sorry. Hold, slow, drive, hold, slow, hold, slow. As soon as you hit 12, go right to the other side. That's your vertical pull. 3 sets on each side, 12 reps. Every back workout, you're going to finish up with a squat pull or a squat jump. It's going to have another component to it. You're going to be driving back your shoulder blades and elbows as you do a squat jump. Look at the thickness of this. Okay, that's as high as you're going to jump. Okay, so here's what it looks like. You remember when we did, in the beginning, we brought the feet in, out, and squatted. In the beginning, we did a squat. We jumped in, we jumped out. Okay, we're going to eliminate the jump in. If you watch my feet, I'm going to stay spring-like. This is acceleration. This is deceleration. I need to stay in that spring aspect. Do not land and stop short. That would kill your knees. Okay? Watch the jump. Notice when I hit, I go down slow. I hit, I go down slow. What I'm thinking is when my feet hit, Christie, I'm thinking heels down. I need to stay flat-footed. The worst thing that could happen in this situation is that the load is going to throw me in a risky position where it pulls me to the balls of my feet. I have to stay through my ankles, I shouldn't say heels, ankles flat-footed. Here's what it looks like. This is the last exercise in your back program. You're going to need a set of tubes. Got to use tubes. Okay, so you're going to have tubes in your bag when you go to the gym, or maybe you do this at home. But the bottom line in all this is you're doing that same row. You did it before with the single arm. So that squat and that pull, that's the easy part. Pull. Pull. Now you got to get the rhythm going for the jump. Slow motion. Jump. So notice I jump when I pull. As I land, I elongate my arm or extend my elbow. So it looks like this. Jump, jump, jump. Notice when my fist reaches my rib cage, I say the word jump and I'm actually off the ground. Jump, jump, jump. Figure out my resistance. Where do I need to be? Make it challenging. I'm doing 3 sets of 20. Three sets of 20. That's the end of your back workout. Christie, I'm not sure if you have this free motion machine, but I have this cable set on 5. And again, right here on the number 7. And you'll see why. So I'm bringing these cables out. You'll see the machine in a minute. I don't know if you have these kind of machines there, but I'm just showing you a cable chest press. I don't want you to do any dumbbell chest presses. We're only going to do 3 sets of chest. I'm going to leave that as not really part of the equation on what you're trying to accomplish. You're going to see better composition changes, more density, more leanness, and everything you're trying to accomplish. And we're going to leave chest alone a little bit. We're just going to do 3 sets quickly. Here's what you have to remember when you're doing chest. What I'm going to have you do is come from the front, Code. To get in here properly, I'm going to have you hold one arm in a sling. Transition your body to the other side of that pulley and get your arm in a sling. You could never get hurt like this. All day long you could hold this. Okay, so you're not putting any stress on your shoulder joint. Okay, I'm just going to back up. I'm going to come where you are. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands together like this, hold tight, and I'm going to kind of walk back and push these cables out. Now I want you to notice where the cables are coming out of. Code, can you come to the side? Just picture my arm for a minute. Notice the cable's coming out of my elbow. Okay, it's not through my arm, it's away from my arm. So there's a pull on the humerus. So here's your position, one foot in front of the other. Okay, I have my back toe as a kickstand. Most of the majority of the weight is on my back foot. I have my front foot forward, my knees in line with in the inside of my big toe. I'm standing as tall as possible. You do not have to have these cables, pulleys up here. You're going to see everybody in the gym putting them high. Okay, that's ridiculous. We're going to keep these level with your arms. Again, pull it in, pull it in, lock, walk back, bring it forward. Chest press right here. Slow, inverted V, small V right here. My arm, there's water running down my arm. Don't bring these too high. Stabilize. Press. I'm standing against a brick wall. My arms can't go any further. Press. 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 Slow. Pause. Press. Single. Bring it to midline. Single. Bring it to midline. Single. Bring it to midline. So, you're going to do 5 reps together. 5 single. Okay? 5 together. 5 single. 5 together. 5 single. 2. 2. 3. 3. Slow, rhythmic, controlled. A lot slower than that. 3 sets. That's it. That is chest done. Out of the equation. No more chest. Christie, we're going to start triceps. Obviously, elbow extension is elbow extension. But right out of the gate, what I want you to do is go to any flat bench in the facility. Now, in your gym, I don't know if they're bolted to the ground. Some of them move around. But bottom line is, you're only going to need a pulley machine and a bench. Here's what you're going to do. I'm trying to keep the wrist as straight as possible. So the last thing I want you to do is put your hands on a bench. Okay, you know, I don't know if you've seen some of the videos where I show when you extend the wrist, it goes to about 65. But then when you put it on the ground, it tries to wrench to 95. Eventually, you will screw up your wrist. It's the smallest and most weakest joint in the body and takes the longest to heal. So watch what I do with my hands. I slide them literally to the edge and grab the bench. I'm squeezing the actual pad so that my wrist stays semi-straight. Now, you have to look at your body, the contours of your body. Everybody's different. Here's my positioning, okay? I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be too wide. Here's my positioning. I turn my hand or pronate my hands and grab the bench. That's the width I need to be. You're different, okay? You might be a little closer, you might be a little wider. So I'm going to take that analogy, I'm going to grab here, get myself in that perfect plumb line plank position. Notice my shoulder joint is over my, this is incorrect. Okay, look at the angle. This is correct. Look at my feet. Okay, I'm in that plumb line. I want you to keep your body as stiff as possible, and here's what I want you to think of. Okay, I am keeping my chest high and bringing my belt line or my belly button or the waistline of my pants to the bench. I'm going to come down slowly. Right here. That's as deep as I'm going to go. And press. And press. And press. And press. Look how I lead with my sternum. I don't want to round out. Up. Press. 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 That's all I'm doing. It's very controlled. I'm always want you to transition from exercise to exercise, so here's what I like to do. If there's any cable machines nearby, near the bench, you have your double rope set up, like you were doing your back, remember? Your double rope is set up. You immediately, absolutely no rest. From one exercise to another, you immediately go into your elbow extension. Slow. Pause. Extend. Look at my wrist, Christy. Look how straight it is. You ever see this? That little tweak at the end there? Stay away from that. Any ulnar radial movement is just the movement that's not part of the goal. It deviates from the goal. Just extend the elbow and bring it up. Also, you're going to notice that people stop short. They do this. You're also going to notice that people lean in. Just stand tall and extend. 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 And that's it. Extend. Also, if you have any single cables, I'd like you to transition literally from the bench to the rope to the single. The single, doesn't matter where you stand, a pulley's a pulley. Palm up, opens the joint. Use your thumb. Stand, pull down, When I pull down, watch what's going to happen to my arm. I'm here. I come up slowly. As I pull, my arm is naturally going to want to turn in. See that? I'm going to do it from the front view. My palm is up. As I pull, it's going to want to turn in. Let it move freely. No restrictions. Right side, left side. Magic number for you is 12. Magic number for you is 12. Nice and easy. So what did I do? 12 reps here. I ran over here. 12. I ran over here. 12 and 12. You're going to do that. You ready? 4 times. Yeah, you're going to spend a lot of time at the gym. 4 times. That was 1 set. It's called triplets. 1, 2, 3, done. 1, 2, 3, done. 1, 2, 3, done. 1, 2, 3, done. 4 times. That's 12 sets. Back at the cable machine. High pulley, low pulley. It could be the big unit stations with the low pulleys. It doesn't matter. We're going to bring the pulley down as low as it goes. So it might be already there. Okay, those big cable machines that already have the set pulleys. Most of the new machines these days have the availability to slide up and down. Single hand grip. This is the start of your bicep workout. It's not going to be too crazy. It's in the same lines as the chest workout. Okay, 3/4 of your upper arms are triceps. So I'm putting a lot into your tricep. You're going to see a huge difference in your triceps as long as you're following the eating pattern. As far as biceps, to me it's kind of a wasted muscle, but we're going to train it regardless. Here's how you're going to start your bicep workout. Non-stop, 2 sets, 12 reps. Pick an appropriate weight. Here's what I don't want to see. As you flex your elbow, I don't want to see any movement from your shoulder joint, period. Never. Okay, you've seen it in the gym where they're coming up and they lift or they rock. The weight's too heavy, adding momentum to help facilitate the movement. You're going to stand braced and just flex the elbow. That's it. Non-stop, 12, 12. Literally switch right to the other side. Just stand there. 12. Okay, I don't want this. Don't be away from the pulley. Get as close to the pulley as possible. So the load line is in line with the humerus. The load line, this load line, is in the same plane as the arm. Okay? It can't be like this. See the difference? I want you to be up here, so get close. So just do 2 sets, 12 on each side. 12, 12, 12, 12, non-stop. There is no rest. As soon as you get done with that, back to the bench. You're going to kneel on the bench. Okay, I want your knees pretty close together. I have my shins on the bench. Let's come to the side. There's going to be 2 dumbbells, appropriate dumbbells. You're going to start with a hammer curl. Now, this body posture that you're seeing right now is incorrect. Okay, I want you to hip hinge. Just stick your butt out just a little. Take the stress off your back. On the dumbbells, you're just going to do a hammer curl. Hammer curl goes 90 degrees. Do not bring them up like this. Do not do this. Just right here. Done. Nice and slow, nice and rhythmic, hammer curl. I want you to do as many as humanly possible. There is no limit here. This is a little different now. Absolutely no limit. You can do as many as you can. You start to burn out. You can't get any more. Drop them slowly. Turn your palms out. Do not move your palms from facing outward. And just go single bicep curl. Okay, so now the brachioradialis that was involved just now in that hammer curl is the default muscle, and now the bicep is shining. Okay, I wanted to pre-exhaust muscles around the bicep before you actually got into the bicep. Now you're just doing the singles. And what are you waiting for? You're waiting for to fatigue. As soon as you start to fatigue and you can't get any more and you start to lose your form, just bring them down, step away, stretch out a little bit, and you're not going to do the cable anymore. You can just do 1 more set here. That's it for biceps. You're back here. You're ready. You lift. I don't care if it was 20, 30 repetitions, it doesn't matter. You're doing your hammer curls, kneeling on the bench. You're taking the lower body out of the equation. You're starting to fatigue. Palms up, single, single, single until you fatigue. And that's the bicep workout. Okay, Christy, here's what we're going to do. We have your leg section, we have your back section, we have your bicep, your tricep. We did a little bit of a chest. And now we're going to go into shoulders. We'll be right back. Christy, if they have the free motion machine, I'm going to show you the best out of the gate. So I want you to bring these level, parallel to the ground, these two cables. Okay? If the machine does rotate on a transverse plane like this, bring them in all the way. Like this. You're going to need two hand grips. Okay, the weight, again, all these weights are going to be up to you and how you feel. So if you notice, this is parallel to the ground. The cables are facing me. I have the two hand grips. I'm going to cross the hand grips like this. Okay? I'm going to walk back a couple feet. These machines are made. You walk back pretty far before the weights hit. Okay? Look at my arms. To be technical, this is a medial arc curve. Think about this as a fly position or a reverse fly. Okay? So if you notice, my hands are in that inverted V. Okay, they're not palms facing each other like the old school dumbbell flies. I have a little bit of an upside down V. My starting position is here. Look how wide I am. Look at my elbows, look at my arms, look at my shoulder girdle. I'm not elevating my shoulder girdle. Okay, that will create eventually migraine headaches. We're going to keep your shoulders depressed. I'm going to draw my arms back. If there's a slight bend in my elbow, it's about 5 degrees. Think about yourself riding a bike and the bend that's in your knee. It's about 5 to 7 degrees. My arms are in a cast. I can't extend my arms, okay, and I can't bend my arms. Lock it in position, athletic stance. Draw your arms back on that same plane. Picture me standing in the middle of a cutout of a tabletop. So there's a round table, a round skirt, wooden skirt around me, and I just slide my arms along the top of that table. Come on in. Slide it back. Come on in. I'm drawing my shoulder blades together. Drawing my shoulder blades together. This is posterior deltoid, rear deltoid, rhomboids, part of the rotator cuff, upper fibers of the back, and hold. Bring the cables in. 4 sets of 12. Non-stop, literally non-stop. But here's what we're going to do. Depending on how busy the gym is, you're going to go from this exercise to the next one I'm going to show you. If the gym is busy and you can't do that, you think you're going to walk away, someone's going to take the machine, just stay here and do 4 sets of 12. The second exercise you're going to do is you're back to the bench, you're kneeling on the bench again. We're going to do a very, very limited side raise. Back up just a little. Starting position, here. Not here. Starting position here. I start to feel a level of tension on the outside of my shoulders. I'm going to lift to about here. That's it. Notice water runs down my arm. This should never happen. If the elbows drop, you blew it. Keep the elbows high. There's a string coming out of my elbow here, and someone is pulling it to the ceiling. So you're here with that slight hip hinge, just like we did the hammer curls. Side raise. Pause. 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 Just like that. 12 repetitions. So you're doing 4 sets over there and 4 sets over here. 4 sets of 12. Okay, so that's a total of 8 sets for your shoulders. That's all you're doing for shoulders. No upright rows, no overhead presses. Trust me on this one. That's all you're going to need. Everything that I've designed for you is working some of the anterior delt. Is working some. You're not going to do shoulder shrugs. Okay, so there's a lot of exercises that you haven't seen that you're probably used to. They're in the equation. Okay, you'll see amazing results with this program. We're gonna talk to each other after you receive this link, after you receive this video. So you're gonna say to me, I'm working out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. How do I incorporate it so we can put it all together? Okay, we're gonna go edit this thing right now. Thank you so much for your business. I appreciate it. And keep in touch and let me know how you're progressing through these series and modalities of exercises. Thank you.